Because one thing we not going to do is me like that. Okay? Playing somebody else's face. Hey girl, hey, it's me, Amber D, and thank you so much for coming through for another video. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, girl, so it is mid-Tuesday, and I just washed my hair for the week, and I put it up in this style that I will leave up for a week. I've had my hair like this once before, and I really, really liked it. The only difference this time, when I did the flat twist before, they weren't flat enough. They weren't high, but they were more raised off my head. So this time I was sure to do them a little flatter. And then I have my ponytail just braided up into these 3 braids. And then after a little bit, I'll take them out and I'll just have a crimped ponytail back there. But I'm in an era where I am trying to figure out more hairstyles for myself without adding any hair, without doing any U-part wigs, without adding any braiding hair, without doing any of that. I'm just trying to find more styles that I like with just my hair. And this, so far of the ones I've tried, it's been about maybe 5-6 weeks so far where I'm washing my hair once a week and just styling my own hair. And so far in the 5 or 6 weeks that I got started, this is the style that I like best. So we'll see. I'm hoping to find obviously more styles that I can go back and forth between without having to add any hair. I love a good U-part. I have a couple of U-parts, especially a cute bob wig, a U-part bob wig, and it is bob season. I'm ready for a bob. But when I have my hair in a U-part and I have like my hair down, the products that I put on my hair have ingredients that irritate my skin, my face skin, and it'll start to break me out. So in an attempt not to break out, I mean, you can even see I got a little tiny something going on right here, which is super frustrating. You know that I am very vigilant with my skincare routine about the ingredients that I use and the products that I've chosen for myself and the things that I eat and digest. Like, everything is really irritating to my skin, and I finally got to a place where I'm doing good. You know, I have found the skincare products that my skin likes. I'm taking things out of my diet that my skin doesn't like. And when I get a breakout, when I still get a breakout after doing all the right things, like, it's really frustrating. But I'm showing my skin grace right now because a couple weeks ago I started using this cleanser, which I absolutely love. It's the Biore Oil Control Deep Pore Charcoal Cleanser for oily skin. And I love this cleanser. I'm happy I started using it. But I also know that, especially with products that are designed to go deep into your pores and clean them out, there can be a purging process. And I'm pretty sure that that's what this is. It's just a breakout that's being purged out of my skin. When you are going through the purging process, it can take longer than you would think, or at least longer than I thought. I had to kind of do my Googles and research about it. But it takes 28 days for your skin cells to completely turn over. So it can take about 28 days for the purging process when you are using a new product. And I have had other small breakouts since I started using that cleanser. Nothing major, just like this one. It's not super huge or anything. but it's there. And the other breakups that I've had so far came and went without much fanfare. They didn't cause much of a ruckus. They didn't do too much. So I'm hoping that this one is on that same type of air. She's just gonna pop up, and maybe in 48 hours or less, she'll be gone, and we won't even have to be worried about it. But since this one is like on my forehead, girl, like, why would you play around like that? Why would you do that? Cause for what? All right, girl. Let's get dressed and head out. All right, girl. Let's head out to pick up these pants. I just chose, you know me, casual bae all day. So I just chose let me show you. Let me do a regular fit check before we head out. All right, girl. So today I chose my Nike low court somebody. I don't know. I'm not enough of a sneakerhead to know the names of all the Nikes. I was actually searching for Nike Dunks when I found these on Nike's website, but these are not Dunks. And I love the colorway with the pink and the green and the tan and the gray. I love it. I absolutely love it. I got these last year directly from the Nike website. They are a youth size 3, so they were literally like $50. I can't remember exactly, but I love them. I absolutely love them. And I just paired them with my gray sweatpants and my ghost face shirt. Like I said, super casual. I am just in my casual era, girl. Once upon a time, I was on team overdress for everything, any occasion, every day, all day, every day. And I just grad of it. So I'm just super casual for almost everything these days. I have on all my usual suspects with jewelry, my double necklace combo. I'm wearing my rose gold mindset collection watch today. And then this is actually, girl, this ring, husband got me this ring for our very, very, very first Christmas together. Christmas of '05, girl. Christmas of '05. This is my Christmas gift. And then my regular everyday thumb ring, my everyday wrist stack, and then my gold hoops, my Huggy, and my studs. And then I took my airdrop off. I'm gonna wait until I get back to take my braids out of the ponytail and just leave it as a ponytail. But I'm also gonna match my Amazon dupe bag. I like this little fancy bag. It's like, it just adds it makes my casual outfits a little less casual. And I feel like it makes me look a little more grown up when I'm dressing so casual. I feel like I look way younger than 41, even though, I mean, I look younger than 41 in the face anyway. Hallelujah, thank God. But my outfits don't typically make me look 41 either. So I feel like this cute little fancy bag makes me look a slightly older, a little taste. I'm not sure. You let me know. But let me go pick up my pants from the alterations place. And when we get back, I'll try them on and show you how they fit. All right, girl. So just got back in from picking up my pants from the tailor. Oh, I have no doubt that these will fit how I want them to fit. Everything I've ever dropped off for her to him or take in for me always comes out perfect. So I'm assuming these will too, but I'm gonna try these on anyway. So let's see. Yes, girl, these are perfect. Of course. Let me scooch you down some so you can see. Now, I don't know if you remember, girl, when I first tried these on, you couldn't even see my feet. You couldn't see my socks. You couldn't see nothing. And now they are perfect. I was telling her when she was, seeing how much she was going to take off, she asked me, was I going to be wearing heels or what? And I told her, like, these are for work. And I work at a super casual office. I wear flats to work. So I don't need heels. I don't need the height for heels. But even if I was wearing heels, like, this is still a good height for me. It's still a good length for me. These are perfect. These are perfect. So these pants, I used with the 40% off promo code. So I got them for $20 and then I paid $20 to have them hemmed. So overall, a $40 pair of work slacks, which I feel like that's not a bad price for work slacks. I'll get a lot of wear out of these, and they're really, really, really comfortable. I like that. So let's try on the other pair. All right, girl. Now these were the ones that needed a lot more work done on them, but I feel like they are cute. They're still, oh, girl, these pants are just so soft. Whatever material this is, it's like pajama pants. It's so soft. Now these are a wider fit. She had to take them in quite a bit to get them to fit. But last time, like, I had to hold them or they would have fallen down. But so she had to take them in, and then she also hemmed the bottom and took several inches off. But I really like these. I like the print. I like the button detail in these little faux pocket area. She did offer to, or she asked me if I wanted her to put in a zipper, but I didn't want to pay extra for the zipper because these, I got these. I used the same promo code, 40% off for these. So these were, I think, $21 with the promo code, but getting these taken in and hemmed was $40. So these are a $60 pair of pants. Or I pay to be able to have them and to fit them cost me $60 for these, which is more than I would normally pay for a pair of work slacks. But I like these pants so much. I'm gonna probably wear these tomorrow to work. I'm gonna wear these tomorrow. I like these a lot, a lot. They're just like a wide leg or a relaxed fit trouser. They're not super fitted, but they do fit. I don't feel like they're gonna get loose and slide down. They do still have plenty of stretch. They're really soft, so these are definitely gonna be some comfortable work pants. Like I said, they feel like pajama pants. They feel really, really soft and comfortable. But anyway, girl, that's all I got going on for the time being. I don't know if you can hear what's going on outside, but husband is outside cutting the grass and using the leaf blower and all the things getting the yard together. But so once he's done, we'll probably figure out what we're gonna have for lunch. And then we'll head to his bowling match later. I'm definitely gonna still wear this. If he decides to match me, since I'm the one that's already dressed first, but if he decides to match me, because he actually does have a ghost face shirt just like this, I'll show you his fit and do like another couple's fit check. But if not, I'll probably just catch up with you tomorrow. Okay, girl, so it is still today, and we are still about to head out to husband's bowling match. And since husband be checking my fly, he did decide he wanted to get like me, girl, and he put on his Ghostface shirt because he wanted to make another cameo on my video. Most of the a lot of these good people, you know good and well you wanted to be in my video, so you changed your shirt so you could get like me. Tell us about your fit.
Well, I got my fashion white shoes on, comfortable white shoes for Amazon. You know what it is.
Them's are the most comfortable walking shoes. I'm gonna put a link in my description box. We both have a lot of colors of those. Those are comfortable shoes.
And I just threw on the white tights and with my black and white and one shorts, and I got the ghost face.
Ghost face
that I
killer.
got for me, and like me, y'all.
Actually,
Don't help me.
I got this shirt first on my girl trip in Houston.
Yeah. But anyway.
Anyway.
So, Channing, like always, man. So my Lakers are playing today. So
Let's go, Lakers.
My Lakers, they're playing OKC. Getting ready for the playoffs. And
today's fragrance?
Versace, man. You know I'm a fan of Versace, man.
We do like a good Versace fragrance. Which one is that? That's the Dylan? The Dylan blue?
Oh, yeah, that's the Dylan one.
Yeah, that one is good, girl. That one is good.
Indeed.
His and hers.
There you go, Ralph.
Okay,
Hey,
Ralph.
hey, right. Hey, you probably just saw coming late.
Ralph said you don't need no warm-up.
Oh, there you go again. Look. Huh? Oh.
Go for the three,
All
Ralph.
right, it's back to Ralph now.
Hey, girl. Good morning. I am getting ready for work. I'm about to head out. But I wanted to show you how I styled my pants for work today. I actually had planned to wear, I have the gray plaid pants on, and I just have this gray shell top, like a tank. And I had this black button down, cute little button down that I was gonna have on and like tie it right here, wear it as a, cute little whole little moment. But when I had it on, I haven't worn that button down in a while, mind you. And when I put it on, it like the shoulders puckered out a little bit, and I forgot why I stopped wearing that top. Is because it's meant to be that way. Like it has pleats right there to make the shoulders kind of pucker out a little bit, almost as if like giving the illusion of shoulder pads, but not really. And I forgot why I stopped wearing that top, because I don't like it on me. I don't like that look on me. I don't like how it makes my top half look. And like I said, I tried to zhuzh it up and tie it, and it just wasn't giving what I thought it was gonna give. So I just put on my little simple black cardigan, and I'm gonna wear this lip combo today. My stain from Milani, the Color Fetish stain. What shade is this? Rose Rising, and then the Strawberry Cheesecake NYX Butter Gloss. Throw it in my bag, and then fragrance for the day is one of my two work fragrances. This is the Dossier Gourmand White Flowers. I go back and forth between this one for work and the Dossier Floral Marshmallow, this one is a dupe of the Flower Bomb. And then the Floral Marshmallow is the dupe of the, I think it's the Kilian Paris Love Don't Be Shy, I think. But I just kind of go back and forth between the two. I used to, when I first got my first Dossier fragrance was the dupe of the Carolina Herrera Good Girl, the one that comes in that looks like a high heel. The bottle looks like a high heel. It was a dupe of that one. It's a fruity almond, and I really liked that one. And it was just my work fragrance. I would wear just that one to work, and I would wear my other designer fragrances out when I was doing other stuff. And it got to the point where I was nose blind to it. I would put it on, and I couldn't smell it at all for the rest of the day. I smelled like when I was spraying it, but I couldn't smell it throughout the day. And I was like, I know these Dossier fragrances last. And now that I go back and forth between, it's like my nose is not too used to it. So when I put this on, this one and the Floral Marshmallow, just like my designer fragrances, I can smell them all the way through the day. When I'm coming home from work, I can still smell these fragrances on my wrist. So I love Dossier, especially for work. Let me give you a full fit check, and then I'm gonna head out. All right, girl. So I have on my black flats with the pointy toe, and then I have my gray and black plaid slacks on with the burgundy stripes going throughout. I love how this little fit came together. This is my plan B, because like I said, the top that I had planned to wear that was going to give it a little extra didn't work out. But I mean, I work at a super casual office. It's just a few of us there. It's a small office, a private practice. I don't need to be doing the most anywhere. I mean, if I want to, I absolutely will, but I usually don't. I usually just keep it casual, just like this little cardigan, and then I have my black bag that I wore last night, and a lot of my regular jewelry. The only thing that changed pretty much, I wore this black and gold ring on my left hand, and I'm wearing the same Christmas gift ring that I wore yesterday, and then like my same hoops and everything. But that's today's fit. And I'm gonna head out and get to work because Wednesdays, for whatever reason, always has more traffic than normal. So let me go ahead and get to work. All right, girl. So just getting done with work. So today was actually my first day back in the office since taking off to deal with everything that was going on with my mama, and I wasn't sure how today was gonna go actually, because I've been at my current job. I've been there for a little over a year, about 14 months at this point. And last year I had some stuff going on. I had a situation going on with me at one point. I had took off. There was some stuff. I had got in a car accident. A lady trying to do a right on red and ran right into the back of my car, and I had some stuff going on with my car. So I had taken some time off a few different times last year, and every time, like when I would come back my first day back in the office, I always kind of felt like they was giving me, well, I shouldn't say they, the owner of the business that I work at was giving me attitude, like they was mad that I had took off in the first place. And I had to get to a point where I had to let them know, like, I've had a job for over 20 years. And when I was younger, I was definitely the type of employee that I would do my best to make it to work by any means necessary. I didn't want to let the team down. I didn't want to let my boss or the manager down. I always wanted to go in whenever possible. I would go into work when I was sick. I would go into work if I was dealing with stuff. I would go, if I had something going on with my car or whatever, I would find a ride. I was always at work. And I realized that these companies, these owners, whether it's I work for big companies, I work for small companies, I work for private ownership type of companies, and these companies, when it comes down to it, business is business, and they're always going to put business first, which I understand. But as an employee, as somebody who has been working for the past 20 years, at this point in my working life, I am no longer going to prioritize work over my own personal problems I got going on, whether I'm sick or dealing with something with family. I'm never going to put work above that. I'm never going to prioritize work above that. So if I need to take off, I'm going to. If I want to take off for a vacation and use my PTO, use a personal day, I'm going to. I'm not going to just let my PTO sit and stack up and then not let it roll. You know, some companies don't let it roll over, and it's like, I'm just not going to put this company, I'm not going to put your business ahead of me. I understand that your business is your top priority, but your business is not my top priority. I am my top priority. My family, my husband, my business, I am my top priority. All of that comes before work. So you're not going to sit up here and try to make me feel bad for when I have to take off, or give me attitude when I come back to work. Because, I mean, it's another girl in the office. She's in her 20s, and she's kind of like me when I was in my 20s and I was working. I would always do my best to come to work no matter what, and all things. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but when you have been working as long as I have, and you see how these companies are they're never going to put you first the way some people put their job first. I've worked for a company where there were managers that had been there for 10, 15, 20 years, and they walk into work one day and get laid off because the company wants to hire another manager that doesn't have the same amount of experience, that they can pay less. They don't care about these people and their bills, their families, their kids, their mortgage payments, the insurance, all the stuff that they no longer have after dedicating half of their career or more to this company, and just walk into work and get laid off. Like, I'm no longer going to prioritize a company that could possibly do that to me. I'm going to prioritize myself. And not that I think that this, where I'm at now, is going to do something like that to me. I'm just in an age where I'm not going to prioritize any job, whether I'm enjoying myself at that job or I hate that job. Myself, my business, my life, my family, all of that is always going to come first before work. So I just kind of had to get to a point where I had to tell them, when I need to take off, I'm going to do just that. I will give you as much notice as possible, but when I need to not be at work, I'm not going to be at work. And when I come back to work, we don't need to be doing all the extra. We really don't. Because one thing we not going to do is me like that. Okay? Playing somebody else's face. But anyway, I got through the day. We actually ended up getting off a little bit early today. Husband had an appointment of his own. He's just got home a little bit before me. So I'm going to go ahead and head home and figure out what's going to be for dinner tonight. All right, girl. So I just finished. Well, I washed my face. I did my Wednesday night skin facial that I do on Wednesday nights and Sunday nights. I just used the Ordinary Peeling Solution. It's the AHA 30% and the BHA 2% peeling solution, and it's a 10-minute exfoliating facial mask with a pH of 3.6. And every time I talk about this product, I like to give the disclaimer. I have super oily skin with pores that need to be deep cleaned on a very regular basis. So I use this twice a week for 10 to 12 minutes. You saw I just use like a pump here, a pump on each side, and then I go back through with like another, well, it's really like a half pump on the areas that tend to, like my pores get the largest, so they need to be cleaned the most, which is right in this area here, and then like right in here. That's where my pores took the longest to shrink down, and those are the areas that when I'm my oiliest, I can see them starting to get a little bit bigger. This is the breakout I was talking about earlier. Like, it's before I started doing my skincare, it was actually a little bit smaller, but washing my face and putting this on and like washing my face again, like I just kind of made it a little bit masked. So it's a little bit bigger now, but it actually was going away. And I love using this mask. I have, like I said, I have oily skin, but if you have dry skin or even normal skin, I feel like this is not the product for you. If you have combination skin, you might want to spot treat and just use this on the areas where you get the oiliest, because this can be very irritating for skin that does not need it. It can be irritating for skin that does need it. You just kind of need to figure out if you do have oily skin, and I mean like oily skin, play with it. Like, use a little bit and for like 5-6 minutes and see how your skin feels. You don't have to do the whole 10 minutes. You don't have to do as many pumps as I did. But I've been using this product for over a year, so I know how to use it for my skin. But it's going to be a little bit different for everybody who needs it. And again, not everybody even needs it. But like I said, on Wednesdays and Sunday nights, I use this. And then I skin cycle, so I do different things on different nights. This is the my retinol, also from The Ordinary. I do this on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then Monday and Friday, I just kind of keep it really super simple. But since I did just do that mask, it's literally going in to deep clean your pores and also exfoliating chemically, not like with anything abrasive that you're rubbing against your skin too hard. So after using that product, it's always really good to go in and moisturize really well. This is the eye cream that I like to use. It's the anti-wrinkle and firming eye cream. This is from the Equate brand from Walmart. You know, we're doing our best to spend less or to not shop with certain brands that scaled back their DEI programs, and not just Target, but Walmart did as well. So I've been purchasing a lot less from Walmart. There are some things in my area that I can only get from Walmart or Amazon, or order it from Amazon. So I've been spending a lot less at Walmart and trying to move my dollars around to other places. But when it comes to this particular product, honestly, I'm scared. Because even in this video alone, but you have heard me talk so many times about, girl, I tried something new and it broke me out. And so I actually was like looking into different options for this, and it was like, I'm scared to try anything else because everything breaks me out. I also have from the Equate brand, this is the event. It's kind of like the matching product to this eye cream. It's the Advanced Firming Anti-Wrinkle. It's actually a day cream, but I use it. It's a face and neck cream. They do have a nighttime one. They also have one with SPF, but I just use this one. And I don't use it over my whole face. I just use it on my neck. But ever since I started using this product, I've seen a huge difference on my neck. And so it's like, again, I don't feel like my neck skin is as picky as my face skin to where it will break out if I switch to something else. But it took me a long time to find products that don't break me out. So every time I try to try something new, I regret it. So I'm not out of either one of those yet. So I'm still very much on the fence if I'm a repurchase or not. And I have been using both of those for a very long time. But to moisturize my face, I'm going to go in with this. This is from Good Molecules, their lightweight daily moisturizer. I'm not really using too much, just enough to moisturize. Enough after using that product that really can be really stripping to your skin. And on nights that I do this face mask, that's all the skincare that I do. I don't want to mix a lot of ingredients from other products with this one. I want to just kind of let this one do its thing and moisturize afterwards. I definitely would never use anything like retinol on the same night. Definitely not. That's why I always use those on separate nights completely. But one of the main things I love about doing this mask is I do it on, like I said, on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights. So on Monday morning and Thursday morning, girl, when I wake up, my skin looks damn near flawless. It looks so good. Not one pore. It just looks so healthy and glowy, but not oily. And it's always so soft and supple. And I can guarantee you, tomorrow morning, this will be, like I said, it was already smaller than it was. It's just kind of now, since I was doing so much to my face, but it's probably going to be almost gone. I'm actually about to end this vlog now so that I can go ahead and get this video up tomorrow morning, but I am going to be recording tomorrow. So I'll record what my face looks tomorrow morning, like when I get up, and it just looks so good. I actually have my laser appointment tomorrow, so I'll take you with me for that, but I'll show you what my skin looks like in the morning after using this mask. It just looks too good. It looks too good, girl. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for spending the last couple days with me. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.